Okay, just wanted to come on and do a quick update on Bitcoin. I'm just going to look at Bitcoin because generally where Bitcoin goes, most of the other coins and tokens follow. If Bitcoin drops, most of the rest of the market goes down also. So I'm just going to look at a couple of charts on Bitcoin. I've got the hourly and then going to look at the daily, at the overall pattern. Um, First off, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. This is Thursday morning, June 14th, and it's another great day to be in Montana. So wherever you're at, I hope you're doing good. And before I get to the charts, I just want to get my disclaimer out of the way. These videos are just for educational purposes only, just my thoughts on what I'm doing and what I think's going on in the markets. And every investor's responsible to do their own due diligence, and they're responsible for their own investments. So this isn't in any way investment advice. It's just me coming on, giving my thoughts, and that's about it. So with that out of the way, we'll go to the charts and probably look at the Bitcoin hourly chart first. So you can see here we were up in this mid 7,000 range, and then we just recently over the last couple days we've had this big drop down, and actually, was it yesterday? We hit a low of 6107, so getting real close to this $6,000 level. And I'm using the Bitfinex price chart for Bitcoin, and the 6,000 was the low set on, I believe it was February 6th. That's the lowest we've seen since the big run up near 20,000. So to me, that's a pretty important psychological level, because if we breach that and come lower, that'll be the a new low since that high. So pretty important level. So we got close here, and then we've bounced and back up into this is kind of a resistance zone that I see in the I don't know, maybe 66 down to 6,400, kind of somewhere in that range. There's a zone of support or resistance. It's resistance now because we've dropped below it. Once we're above it, then it kind of acts as support. So I'll zoom in a little bit more here, and you can see we bounced up into it and then attempted to drop out. Now it's just kind of chopping sideways right here, right at the lower end of the zone. So could go either way. Right here could either drop back down or we could head higher. I'm a little torn. I mean, I've got a lot of positions that I did get rid of a lot of my positions, not all of them entirely. I still hold quite a few positions, but I've the amount of each I've over time, mostly last December and January, I trimmed them back quite a bit, but I still do hold some in quite a few different coins and tokens. So a part of me wants to see everything go up naturally. I want my different accounts. I want to see the values going up, not going down, which they've been going down lately. But so in one way, I want to see everything go up, but then another side of me, I want to add, because long term, I'm still really bullish on cryptocurrencies. So I want to add and rebuild those positions. So in a way, I wouldn't mind seeing the price, you know, like if Bitcoin breaches 6,000 here, you know, I wouldn't doubt we'll probably see sub 5,000 Bitcoin. And in a way that seems kind of appealing because that's going to pull down the prices of everything else, and I'll be able to rebuild my positions at really good prices. So right now I'm kind of torn, you know, but it's really out of my control. We'll just see how it goes. But you know, if this comes down and tests 6,000, you know, there's several ways it could go. You know, from here where we're at right now, we could continue to bounce higher, get above this resistance zone, and then continue, you know, create an uptrend here, continue higher, which we really need to get, you know, to get any momentum. We really need to get above this other zone up here in the $7,600 to $7,800 range. And then especially if we could get above 8,000, that would be really good. And I'll go to the daily chart here. So we're down here near 6. Here's the zone at 7,600 to 7,800. This is if we could make a new higher high above here, especially getting above 8,000, that would be nice. And then eventually a real bullish signal would be if we could break above 10,000, taking out this high, and create a nice uptrend coming up here. You know, and then eventually getting above 12. I mean, that would be really bullish. But we'll just have to see what happens. You can see we're below both the long-term moving averages right now, which isn't real good. Got the, you know, both the 100 and 200 daily. I'm on the daily chart here, so these are the 100 and 200 daily simple moving average. So we're quite a ways below them right now, but if we could regain, you know, the 100 and then even the 200, that would be a real good sign. But that's, you know, that's going to take a lot of work, so that's a little ways away. On the hourly, you can see we're also below both of the 100 and the 200 on the hourly time frame. So if we could get back above this zone here and above the 100, I think that would, you know, that would be a nice sign. Eventually, if we get above the 200 on the hourly here, that would be good. But we'll just have to see. It's you know, you can see on the prices, you know, we've had a decent bounce. It was up a little higher, you know, probably 20-30 minutes ago. So we've dropped down a little bit on this candle here. We were up over 6,400. Now we're back down below. So just gonna have to, next couple days will probably tell a lot. If we drop back down, you know, it's possible we'll come down. This 6,000 will hold. We'll bounce, you know, and then move higher from there. There's quite a few different scenarios. The 6,000 could fail, you know, and we'll drop down below 6,000, which, you know, if we do, you know, there's some decent support here at 5,000. You know, it's possible we could actually get all the way down. You know, there's real good support at 3,000. You know, we could end up down in sub 5,000 price. You know, maybe even a $3,000 to $4,000 range. So just going to have to see. I published, which I've mentioned this before, but I published a chart where I compared the 2013-2014 boom and correction cycle. And I think in the last video I mentioned it also. So don't mean to repeat myself, but if we see a similar drop to that boom and correction cycle, a similar percentage drop, we would be down in the, I believe it ended up, we would be down in the $2,000 to $4,000 range. If in the end, you know, we ended up with the same percentage drop. So we'll just have to see. You know, it right now, like I said, I think we could go either way. You know, it's kind of moving sideways here. You know, it'll be a more bullish sign if we can get at least above this resistance zone. Maybe build some momentum. If we drop back below in here, then probably going to come back down to 6,000 and test that and see if that holds. You know, we could, I've got, this upper red line is about 10,000. That's this most recent major high. You can see these highs here, and we've been making lower highs in this daily pattern. And these are kind of what I would call major highs, major peaks. That's why I was saying it would be really bullish if we could take out this high and make a higher high up in here somewhere. But so that's a pretty good resistance area right here, and then the 6,000, which is the low back here in February that I mentioned, you know, that's a decent, pretty good, should provide pretty good support. So another scenario is that we just bounce in here for a while and consolidate before finally breaking higher. You can see when we dropped in here, we bounced, came up to, couldn't get above 10, and now we're dropping back down in this wave. You know, it could be that we just bounce here for a while, just up and down, just sideways, consolidating. You know, this pattern could tighten as it consolidates, and then finally break higher out of here. So quite a few different scenarios. You know, I'd be just guessing to tell you what, you know, what it's going to do. I don't think there's anybody that can tell you for sure. You know, if they did, they'd be a millionaire. But I just wanted to come on quick and just give a quick update on Bitcoin. Like I said, because whatever Bitcoin does, most of the others follow. So, you know, it's a good sign we bounced here, got close to 6 and bounced, but that doesn't mean anything yet. We could come back down and go right through it. So we'll just have to see. So that's about it. I just wanted to do a real quick video. Don't want to draw this out too long. So that's all I got. And well, over the next 2 days, I think should tell us quite a bit which direction we're going to go. So hope you all have a great day and a good weekend coming up. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care.